Right, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. I honestly was a bit at a loss of what to do. But then I kind of just noticed that I had this down in the noticed I had this game down just down below my Tower of Belts. And I thought, you know what? I wanted to play this on stream for ages. Why not do so now? I played both the original version and Legends. Yeah, I'm using this controller, don't worry. There we go. Easy when enemies defeat, you want to set the difficulty easy. No. Please select your preferred control style, Zelda. Oh yeah, I can actually mess around with some amiibos, can't I? What happens if I scan this one? You get 5 a day. Oh, I can't actually... I don't think this works, does it? No, not on the controller I've currently got. Right, yeah, that's good. That's a good point. Oh dear. But anyway, let's start. The only thing available right now is Legend mode, which is the story mode. The same nightmare keeps haunting me. And perhaps of dark times ahead for Hyrule. Dark times? If that is indeed true, we must locate him. We must find the reborn spirit of the hero. We'll find no fully realized heroes here. The rewards are looking elsewhere. The only one not wearing a helmet. I wonder if he's important. Your Highness, the horde of soldiers is marching towards Hyrule Castle. Impa, prepare the troops for battle. What's she wasting our time with us for? That's just generic Helmet Knight. That's the real hero this time. Number 27. Well, I guess I just wait to hear what happened. Hey, Link! What did you think you're doing with that sword? Running out and slicing things in the face. So yeah, this was illustration pieces. By collecting pieces and completing illustrations, you can get certain rewards to earn new pieces. To get new illustration pieces, defeat gold sculptors. There are 13 illustrations in total. You can check how many pieces you gathered for each illustration by going to the gallery's illustration section. The very first of the Warriors games to be based on a Nintendo IP. So by pressing the B button, we get our light. It's very much just a Warriors game, so if you've played those, you generally understand what we do with this. Help Impa battle the dark forces. that we can lock on by simply just onto any of the big enemies by just pressing the L button. Oh, hey, look! We've got a little fairy companion. Thanks, I'm Proxy. And who are you? Link, huh? Unusual name? What's it mean? Where are you from? Nice sword. And a few words, huh? That's okay. I'll come along and do the talking. Defeating enemies fills your special attack gauge. Press the X button to use your special attack gauge and perform a special attack. What around, everyone? The only ones who could protect Hyrule. Keep finding, Princess. We're coming to help. So yeah, Proxy functions as Link's voice. Hence the name Proxy. Yeah, keep attacking. Vault gate. It's open. Dark forces advancing. And here is... There words, Link. Yep. Targeting is useful when striking an enemy's opening or evading a giant enemy's attack. Use it to skillfully gain an advantage. Move R while targeting an enemy to change the attack targeted. By pressing L, you can make target the camera lock on. Enemies expose weak points during specific attacks. A weak point gauge will appear above the enemy's head when it's vulnerable to counterattack. Whenever you see a weak point gauge, attack quickly and brutally chip away at it. Once the gauge is completely reduced, you'll be able to perform a weak point smash, which does a lot of damage. See? Of course, they also will guard you. Get out of my way, boy. And there's Impa. How noble. Enjoy your shared grave. Oh no. Could you be? We defeated Volga. Has retreated. Beat me. You're only hidden behind your shields, human and otherwise. Is Volga slacking up again? Fine. Send out the next unit. Bye-bye! Can't hold them anymore. Somebody help! Is Alphonse defeated already? Pick up magic jars to refill your magic gauge. When your magic gauge is full, you can use a technique called Focus Spirit. Obviously, cutting grass gets us more goodies like that. And as you saw earlier, I broke a pot, and it, well, does exactly what you think it would do. It drops money. The brown ones will generally drop money. The yellow ones will drop Focus Spirit chips. Not Focus Spirit, will drop, look at the turn, you should do. Never mind, the mine. The yellow ones will drop, special attack gauge, like force. If they're green, they'll drop magic, and if they're red, they'll drop hearts. And we get the bombs! Toss them at enemies for a devastating effect. They're also great for blowing up boulders. Some of the bokoblins from Skyward Sword there. Press ZR to use your currently equipped items such as bombs or potion. A brown chest usually means money, or just some other various items. Change the warrior directly controlling with the D-pad. There may be times when the number of warriors you can control increases as the scenario progresses. I like... Ah, yes, command. Now I can change to Zelda, who has her own moveset, of course, using a rapier, which the only time, which, you know, it's actually the first time she's been shown using, well, it's not the first time, actually, because in Twilight Princess, that Zelda actually did also use a rapier. And well, the chest of a deck on us, the game would have been a lot shorter. Well, considering it was a... Oh, yeah. So something I actually missed there is that enemy had a bomb symbol above his head. If you hit an enemy with the another symbol like that above their head with the corresponding item, you'll actually open up the weak point gauge. And it's our first instance of taking a keep. As you can see, we've got a keep. We have a little health bar on the side that's going down as I defeat enemies. Oh, that's the ticket. And when it gets down to bottom, we get the key boss, which is just a large one of the regular enemy. And now we get this keep back. Now that the keep's under our control, it will continuously spawn soldiers. Look, the princess! I keep forgetting to actually say that. I saw you in the training yard. Dark forces have received reinforcements. Well, that's not good, is it? Central keep... Attack! Destroy! Massacre! Kill the royal wealth before I grow impatient! So if we use the command, I can command Link to go to... go to that area and have him start. Now you might see that Zelda's got a little orb in the top corner of the screen there. Starting magic is full to his Focus Spirit. While Focus Spirit is active, attack power and speed increase, incoming knockback damage is reduced, and defeating a certain number of enemies will yield various special bonuses. Press X while under the effects of Focus Spirit to completely consume your magic gauge, allowing you to use a Focus Spirit attack that topples enemies, exposing weak points. Seize the keeps to stem the flow of enemy reinforcements. To take a keep, fully reduces the keep meter by defeating enemies within the keep. Keep meter can be found below the battlefield map. Once the keep meter is empty, the keep boss will appear. Defeat him and the keep is yours. Oh. Zalfo's down. Wow, they've already exposed the keep boss. Nice. Any hoodles, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down here and actually deal with this keep here. Ooh, a gold Skulltula. Alright. There are 260 gold sculptors hidden around the world. By defeating them and gathering the illustration pieces they drop, you'll be rewarded special bonuses. Gold sculptors will only appear within the spider's web on the map once you fulfill certain battle conditions. They flee after a set period of time has passed and move quickly. You can check information on gold sculptors hidden on a given battlefield from the select scenarios screen. However, some will only appear when using specific warriors or weapons. So if I do mission, if I go command and I do Zelda, I have her focus on this keep, and then I switch to Link. And we get a treasure chest. Whoops. We got a piece of hearts. So yeah, those are in the game for increasing health as well. So I'm just going to quickly take Link and have him run over here. Let's try and get that Skulltula. Oh wow, we actually completed the mission anyway. I didn't even realize that was the case. That's funny. So you might have heard a scuttling noise. When the music goes quiet and you can hear a scuttling, that means the Skulltula is near. Let's put the plan into motion. Soldiers in training, follow me to the fairy fountain. That one, and then deal with the key boss. And I see we got a material from that as well. There's a weapon over there. Everything that you leave on the field is automatically collected at the end of the end, so you don't have to worry. So you don't have to worry about. There we go. Save the keep. So yeah, if an enemy has a, if an ally keep character has a health bar. Like an ally with a health bar has a circle around and you can run into it and you'll fully heal them. It's actually pretty good. Input on the other side, dealing with all the enemies. That's... Why are you on that side? No, we made Hyrule Castle from the northern gates. They'll never expect it. Open, dark forces are advancing. Moving in the castle. Leave this task to me. And is Impa now playable? Yes, she is. Yeah, it's a little hard to get that. A little bit tricky to get that one, I'll admit. Anywho. No, boss! One, two. Bam! Let's get the fairy together. So let's grab Peach. Yes, very, very much Peach. Let's grab Zelda and quickly just run out to the fairy fountain. Both are at the fountain. Big fairy, hear our plea. Zelda, you must pull back. We can manage the battle from here. Sad. May the goddess protect you. So let's charge the magic circle. We can now summon the Great Fairy. Let's grab Peach and Samus to come deal with this. Indeed, indeed. He stole our bombs! I stole the other Goron's bombs too! Kaboom! Zelda has left the battlefield. They've done it! The enemy has suffered a devastating hit! They've gained morale! Each enemy has a morale level. When morale is high, an army will glow brightly and become stronger. When morale is low, then an army will look darkly shaded instead. I believe low morale does make them weaker as well. This is where it gets interesting! Unleash King Dodongo! Here's the big guy! Giant boss! Fire-breathing King Dodongo! Oh. So throw bombs in his mouth? How did the wizard transport such a creature of size that quickly? Giant bosses possess health and strength far surpassing those of normal foes. Find items and attack the monster's weak point. Set yourself up for a weak point smash. It's mostly just gonna start smashing the ground, I'm gonna be honest. So random fun thing is that what I can do. I command Impa. You distract King Dodongo. I'm going to deal with these two keys. Heat boss. Well, there's the central keep having fallen. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem, as I can easily deal with the rest of this. Impa will be able to keep it busy, and obviously Impa can deal with the I can obviously switch back to Impa when I need to. Holding Y, strong attack. Yeah, no, you're attacking it, but I can always just... Oh yeah, also when a keep is taken back, it takes time to get back up to full health again, so... You have a much easier time dealing with keeps after they've already been taken, funnily enough. Smash him in the face! And on the ground. Deal 90% of its health and damage. Gotta love it. Nope. There we go. KO'd it. Perfect. Well, 4 troops. This is why we never give up. General Impa, terrible news! The enemy wizard has seized the castle! So the beast was just a distraction. Where is Princess Zelda? Is she safe? We can't find her anywhere. What? That's impossible! We can't locate Princess Zelda. I pray she's safe. I must ask for your help in finding her. I trust you are willing. Link, be a hero worthy of wearing this tunic. I don't know why I'm not changing my voice for Impa.
The Triforce is the harmonious union of power, wisdom, and courage. It has been the object of countless battles between the forces of light and darkness. Each time the Triforce fell into the clutches of evil, Hyrule was plunged into misery. But in every age, a hero, clad in green, would restore peace to the land. During one of these dark times, the legendary hero split the spirit of evil into 4 fragments, sealing each away to finally break the cycle of destruction. 3 of the fragments were scattered across time and space. The final fragment was sealed in a sacred temple built upon holy ground, imprisoned by the blade of evil's bane.
You collect some rupees that can be spent on various things in the bazaar. So we also got a new weapon, the Knight's Sword, with strong attack +1. Strong attack 1+, sorry. Knight's Sword with nothing, a slots plus on the Knight's Sword, a stars plus on the Knight's Sword, another Knight's Sword, more Knight's Swords, quite a lot of them. We got King Dodongo's Claws, a silver rarity material. There's Alpha Scale, Rock, Old Rag, Monster Tooth, and Metal Plate. By collecting the pieces and completing illustrations, you can get your hands on certain rewards. To earn your illustration pieces, defeat gold skulltulas. 13 in total. You're going to check how many you get. And you have on the collection screen. You've unlocked Free Mode, Adventure Mode, Challenge Mode, and Gallery. You've unlocked a new costume for Link, Era of the Wilds tunic. You've unlocked a new costume for Zelda, Era of the Wilds outfit. You got the Destructive Force medal. Rupees and materials acquired during a scenario can be used in the bazaar for a handful of things. Press R while on the select scenario screen to access the bazaar. And we can now strengthen our warriors. So we currently have all these warriors unlocked. At the badge market, you can craft special badges for your warriors to grant them unique enhancements. It'll apply only to the warrior for whom it was created. So there are several that are... So let's start with the defense badges. Badges that can be crafted. Go ahead and make a badge with the materials you've collected. So, defense badges are always the same for every character. I do believe. You get the empty bottle that allows you to use potions, and then you can upgrade that twice to get 3 of them. And then you get Nairu's Love, which nullifies knockback of the first hit, and then it increases by 1 hit for each time. This is actually pretty helpful, to be honest. The Hornet Lava increases the healing effect from hearts picked up in battle. So if you pick up hearts, and I think it might also increase the healing effect of the potion. I'm not entirely sure. With an empty bottle 1 badge, heroes will be able to use potions during battles. There are other shops that can improve your warriors as well, so be sure to check them out. So the Goron Tunic increases fire resistance. Zora Tunic is water resistance. Magic Armor is lightning resistance. Sacred Shield is light resistance. Mirror Shield is dark resistance. As you can imagine, that one is what is quite common. The assist badges, we have Farore's Rind, which speeds up the process of taking keeps. And there's 3 levels of that. And there's Goron's Bracelet, which increases the duration of bomb power-ups. I do think we do want that, though, at least, to start off with. And then we've got our attack badges. These 4 will add, or these ones add new combos. So now we have a longer combo there. Of course, we don't have enough for the rest of it. Again, these are all the same. It's just the length of the combo is different for each weapon. Stamina Fruit 1 makes the weak point gauge diminish slightly quicker, so that obviously makes it easier to do weak point smashes. Digging Mitts, which allows you to basically pierce an enemy's guard to do some damage. Palmer Boots, which increases the duration of Focus Spirit. Din's Fire, which allows you to fill the special attack gauge quicker. And the Fierce Deity's Mask, which gives you extra special attack gauges. Always helpful. The Training Dojo allows you to spend rupees to increase warrior's level, but you can't raise the level beyond the current highest level warrior. It's basically just a way of having your characters catch up in levels. The Apothecary allows us to create visit the Apothecary to create mixture for the next battle. The effects can be powerful but very temporary. Furthermore, for warriors who've crafted energy bottles by the Apothecary will provide restorative potions for every battle free of charge. As you defeat more gold sculptors, you'll be able to create more varieties of mixtures and stock up more types of potions, plus their effects will become stronger. So first we can create Weapon Drop, which increases the weapon drop rate. Weapon Star, which means that we get weapon drops specific with star levels, which is basically higher damage for the same weapon. And we can't do anything with the smithy yet because we haven't unlocked that. So let's also get the attack badge for Impa. And I might as well just use these. It's not too hard. But yeah. I should probably explain the 2 characters that we actually have. We can actually we don't have the piece of heart for Link, funnily enough. So we actually have an adventure mode here as well, which is interesting. Taking a quick break from the story to enter adventure mode. Which plays us a nice 8-bit rendition of the original. Legend of Zelda. A long time ago, Ganon, the Prince of Darkness, stole the Triforce of Power. He used that power to invade the Kingdom of Hyrule and make it his own. He then released 8 monsters into the world in order to solidify his rule. Go, Link! Defeat Ganon and his minions! The treasures are Bomb, Compass, Ladder, Candle, Water Bomb, Power Bracelet, Ice Arrow, Digging Mitts, Hookshot, Raft, Goddess's Harp, and Recorder. Please see the tutorial for more details. So we've got all of these maps. All with a different difficulty rating. Let's start with the adventure map. This one based on... Feed food to your fairies to improve their stats. Interesting. You can get food by defeating enemies or acquiring them from jars in enemy keeps in adventure mode. As you progress through adventure mode, you can find more and better kinds of food. Collect as many as you can to nurture your fairy into an ideal companion. So, let's start with just this one. Defeat 300 enemies in time. I have a 3-star sword. As you can see, the 3-star sword has a much higher thing than the 1-star sword. Let's use this 2-star weapon and just have her with a Naginata. No, let's not go too crazy with playing characters we haven't actually had a chance to play as yet. I do kind of want to show off the fairy thing I meet pretty quickly, so we'll do that first. So we can always check the battlefield info, so that's us. The current status, complete the mission. Warrior info, so we can immediately check our things with our warriors. We've got tutorials, settings, background music, or return to map. So let's start the battle. Defeat 300 enemies before time runs out. An enemy we haven't found yet, with a weakness we don't know. As well as a whole bunch of skeletons. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, here comes King Dodongo. King Dodongo immediately. Throw the bombs in. And stab him in the head. One, two, three. And then he does a tumble roll. Come on, big guy. Ah, fudge. Every time he does that fire breath attack, he pretty much always goes for the big fireball, which is when you do that. And then stab him in the head again. Link special attack. You're carrying, you can switch between them with B. Oh yeah, we got that attack. That's one of the best ones for just absolutely clearing out enemies with Impa. 1, 2, 3. Water and chuck it there. We got a task to defeat the Dark Knight. Okay. So water element actually each element has its own special effect. Water puts a giant water bubble on the enemy's head, and it does damage. And does like continuous damage over time. Light gives you increased damage the more enemies you damage in a specific period of time. So Link's light elemented and Impa is thingy elemented. Water elemented, which is quite nice. So Impa gets a piece of heart, which increases her maximum hearts. Lovely. Which means we got the A rank. Victory! And on stages and on these stages, whoever we beat the game, or whoever we beat the stage with, gets a cool little cutscene. So as you can see, we're graded on clear time and damage taken. I think I know for a fact damage taken is at least 4,000 damage, I believe, or it's 40 damage or something like that. I don't quite remember actually. It's generally pretty generous in the early game and gets pretty bad later. Oh, there's something for Agatha. There's something for all the other characters. So yeah, we've got some for other characters, which is helpful if we need them. Impa is now viewable in the gallery. Common companion fairies are partners who use powerful magic and skills to help you on your adventures. You'll meet all kinds of fairies during adventure mode battles. These fairies are hidden in various jars to keep them in enemy keeps during these battles. If you find fairies in jars, they'll become your companions. Gather lots of fairies and work with them to overcome challenges on your adventures. Bringing a companion fairy to battle allows you to use fairy magic. The effects of the magic will become more powerful as the fairy's level increases. The fairies each have elemental attributes: fire, water, lightning, light, or darkness. When a fairy matches the recommended element of the stage, her fairy magic will be even stronger. By nurturing your companion fairies, you'll be able to use various fairy skills that produce different helpful effects in battle. Different kinds of fairy skills become available depending on your fairy's personalities. Collect and nurture fairies with various personality traits to give yourself an edge in battle. Your companion fairies also have a trust level, which you can increase by giving them food. There are even some fairy skills that become more powerful as the fairy's trust in you grows. Defeat the Dark Nut forces. So we only have one character we can use, so... Oh, actually, let's go to the bazaar, because I think I might be able to upgrade... I can upgrade. Won't bother with that one. I will use that, though. Leveling up increases a warrior's basic attack strength and maximum health. Your warrior's experience gauge will fill as you defeat enemies. When the gauge is full, the warrior levels up. Yeah. So we've got all sorts. Currently, we need to defeat the Dark Nut. Zelda Fleet of the Allies base falls as our lose condition. And as you can see, in that keep on the left-hand side is where the fairy is. We've always got our settings, we've got the game controller and all that. And we've got the back. We can change the specific background music. So let's begin. We don't need to worry about getting an A rank right now. Oh yeah, so that's a fun thing. Dark nuts, when you can dodge around them and they just kind of get very confused. Sorry, just give me a second, sorry. Alright, back. I should probably talk about the characters, really, shouldn't I? Well, since we're playing as Link, as you've probably seen, Link is basically just your jack-of-all-trades character. Well, specifically Link with a sword is the jack-of-all-trades character. He does a lot of, he's very good at battling single enemies, and he's very good at battling multiple enemies at once as well. We've acquired a fairy. However, that's not exactly the fairy we were looking for. I actually don't remember which keep this guy's in. I don't think it was this one, but I'll try. I believe fairies, they're never in chests. I do believe that fairies are generally in... what were they called? I forgot now. Oh, raid captain, right? Yeah, I almost forgot about those. Raid captains in these stages will just charge straight at. Oh yeah, Dark Nuts just dodge around them and they'll get dizzy, and that's how you open up their weak points, pretty much. There's the other raid captain. Raid captains will basically raid keeps and try to take them, and then they're a lot more efficient at it than other. Oh, actually, I do remember which keep has the fairy. Now that I think about it. There it is, yeah. I didn't remember which keep it had. So we got a... No, so yeah. You find a fairy in... Oh, what? There's a... Why is there a cuckoo here? Do not attack the cuckoos. As you can imagine, you do not want to attack the birds. Those aliens attacking the bird is a bad idea. Yep. Oh, god damn. Hello, bird. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. Heal. Ow! Ow! Jerks. Keep at risk. Keep at risk. Watch it now, he's just following me. This bird is just following me. Come on. You waddle over here so I can hit you without... Flipping chicken. Maybe the death of me. Oh. But yeah, as I was saying, because I know I got very distracted there, Link is a jack of all trades. He's good at doing mass enemy clearing, and he's also pretty good at one-on-one duels. So if we come in here, we actually... Oh yeah, magic burst. If you run out of magic, it does that. As you can see, we were actually taking damage, but if we use the... Oops. If we use the thing we got in the... One side keeps with barriers, your warrior and your warrior's abilities... Your warrior and your allies will continually take damage. To avoid this, you'll have to rescue the elemental fairy by capturing its key. Capture the key it's trapped inside. The fairy will help you once it's freed. Using fairies with the same element as the key will neutralize the barrier and prevent you from taking damage. Use left or right to select the fairy, and then press ZR to use it. Basically, it's an item. Hit it, then dash around it, pretty much. Oh yeah, hit him a couple times and then dodge for Dart Nuts. And that's their attack that gives them a weak point gauge. And there we go. All shadows must eventually meet the light. Victory! We've already seen that one, so we don't need to mess around too much with it. As you can see, we also get graded on KOs on this one. The general thing is you'll get graded on KOs, clear time, and damage taken. I think the only time they don't grade you on KOs is when it's specifically a mission to do with getting a certain number of KOs, because you're pretty much just going to get that anyway. They don't grade you on clear time when it's a defeat this many enemies until time runs out sort of thing. Or defeat enemies until time runs out, where the time is set, so there's no point in doing it. Then we get another one, we get a bunch of weapons for characters. And the fairy, pumpkins, become your companion. Yes. I will change you, because you're a nice light attribute one. I will change you to Morrow. As in good morrow. You're in the Hey Listen medal. Found a companion fairy. You have a candle. Try searching a map. New rewards and certain characters are now available to move if you move to the map square indicated. Use fairy clothing to change how a fairy looks. There are 5 types of clothing: tops, bottoms, decorations, headgear, and accessories. Each fairy clothing item has one effect that will change either the amount of damage inflicted by fairy magic or the amount of magic power used. In adventure mode battles, certain enemy keeps have fairy clothing hidden inside. Capture lots of enemy keeps to reveal hidden chests and get all their treasure. Try searching by pressing X, then use an item like the candle to uncover secrets. You discovered something suspicious. So if we use a candle on this, we unlocked a new reward. Which means that once we beat this battle, we'll get a character. As you can see. If we beat that one, we get a stage. If we beat that one, we unlock a new weapon. As you can see, Link has a number of them. We unlock more. There's a lot of characters we can unlock here. And in case you haven't, and it's pretty obvious to be honest, but I should probably still note that this is basically the original Legend of Zelda map. The map from the original Legend of Zelda game. So if you know the secrets in that game, you know the secrets in this stage, where they all are and what you need to get them. Fight as a warrior of water. So we have a couple of warriors of water, but we'll go for you. Do Morrow. You got lightning. I might as well add you because you've got your thing, Ruto. And you can also have Morrow. Adventure mode is special mode in which you can acquire hearts, containers of powerful new weapons, power up your warriors, and unlock new warriors. What was our current status? We have to defeat young Link in order to win. Zelda flees or the allied base falls. Defeat that, and we have to immediately deal with bomb chews. Great. So this is a thing that we'll find quite frequently. Oh, right, hang on. Right, I have a command. Imber, you go to the Mountain Keep, and I'll switch to Ruto. Oh, yes. Oh, she has this move already unlocked. Perfect. Bombchu was destroyed before it could self-destruct. And there's another Bombchu heading straight towards the keep there. So we need to deal with that one. Okay, so I will command Ruto to go here. You help this keep. And I will switch to you so you can take this keep. So we got some fairy clothing. Messages appeared on the battlefield. Yeah. So outposts are specifically there to outposts actually are the ones that usually spawn the raid parties, I believe. No, I don't remember what they did, but they spawned a bunch of troops for you, so that's actually quite nice. Oh, that was the move I was thinking of. Oh, fudge. Didn't actually mean to use that. Ba-doom. Ruto captured this one. Oh, we got some raid captains trying to do that. Nice, nice. Heal the captain. Ruto, you can go over here to this one. Oh boy. Honestly, the rest of this stream is probably going to be story stuff, or at least me just showing off some of the other stuff here, because honestly, this game has a lot of systems in it. Gonna be honest, this game has so many systems in it, it's actually kind of crazy. So if I command you to go down here. Ruto's a little bit... I don't remember exactly how good Ruto is, generally, but she's very good at crowd control. She's very much a crowd control character, if that makes sense. And Impa is also, I'd say she's Impa's a bit more of a duelist than strictly being a crowd control character. Because a lot of her attacks are pretty narrow hitboxes, but obviously her, this one has a pretty large hitbox overall, so it's great for clearing out crowds. There we go. So obviously this wasn't the last, ooh, I actually get to show this off. By acquiring your item power-ups on the battlefield, you can gain the ability to use stronger versions of items for a short period of time. So a stronger bomb, giant bomb. How frequently it flashes indicates how much time you've got left. Oh yeah, this also does fire damage, which causes enemies to explode when they hit the ground, which is quite nice. And another piece of heart. Lovely. Now, obviously, this mission wasn't exactly like this in the original game. As we didn't have as young Link wasn't in the original version of the original game. Master Youngster, young Link. Oh yeah, if they get knocked out, they will try to go back in. Yeah, specifically Majora's Mask one, yeah. As you can tell, he's actually kind of tough. 1500 I believe usually the magic number for how many enemies you need to defeat to get an A rank for that stat. I think it does sometimes vary per stage though. Certain stages will have might have it slightly lower, some stages might have it slightly higher. Mission successful! And since we've beat it with Impa, we get... So yeah, this Impa is very clearly based on the Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time version of Impa. Quite clearly. So yes, finally got some actual moves for her. And we got the Kokiri shorts. You can now battle as young Link. Weapon obtained, the Fierce Deity's Mask. A mysterious mask containing the spirit of a fierce deity. Whoever wears the mask gains the spirit's power. Using a strong attack with the Ocarina of Time converts the SP gauge into your magic gauge. A new historical entry is now available. Young Link, a determined youth. And that gets us access to 2 more sections. Beautiful. That has a hat. That has 2 Skulltulas in it. That one has a character we haven't used yet. That has a hat as well. Both of these have a hat. And that one has a that one has a food item. That mushroom means that that's a food item that we can get for our fairies. So it's a little bit of a lie, but I will clear 2% of it. Yeah. So now we can access My Fairy, now that we actually have a fairy. In My Fairy mode, you can nurture and clothe your companion fairies and switch their various fairy skills. In the dining room, you can increase your fairy's stats by giving them food. In the salon, you can equip your fairies with fairy clothing. In the school, you can assign your fairies fairy skills. Your companion fairies become stronger as you feed them lots of food and outfit them with fairy clothing. Give yourself an advantage in battle by collecting food and clothing to strengthen your companion fairies. So, this... Oh, hey, how's it going? So this was something introduced in Hyrule Warriors Legends, which was the 3DS version. They actually used, essentially, 2D, 2D images for the fairies instead of the 3D models in this game, but the designs are pretty much the same. We don't have any food, and we won't be able to get any food until we unlock it in the adventure mode by picking up a food item for the first time. That is what triggers getting fairy food. I think it's really silly that they don't say that they don't specify that, but you will not get fairy food until you unlock that piece of food from the adventure mode. So really, at this point, we're just kind of, yeah, fairies will hunger until food is unlocked. In the salon, you can dress your fairies in all kinds of fairy clothing to give them a fashionable style fit for a fairy. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of these, good amount of these. So we've got that, we've got shorts. So light cost down means it costs less. So yeah, as you can see, it goes damage up, cost down, damage up, cost down. However, if, for instance, I pick the tunic, it counts as both the shirt and the trousers part. They are nice enough to start us off with some fairy clothing. Oh, look, the wings aren't actually attached to the body. That's actually a pretty interesting idea. And as you can see in the background, there's only one fairy flying around. As we get more fairies will appear in the background. But yeah, so basically this means that, I think it, does it actually explain what that does? No, it doesn't. So when it says light damage up, it means the damage for the fairy's magic burst skill. Every fairy, as you can, instead of just using your magic for your focus gauge, for focus strike, or for focus mode, whatever it was called, I forgot. Your magic can also be used to do a giant blast radius attack. By having damage up on your clothing, it does more damage, and by having cost down on the clothing from your clothing, it actually lowers the cost to use it. Obviously, our fairy is light elemented, so it's only the light stuff, the light elements that'll actually be using it. I can't do anything in the dining room, so let's go to the school. In the school, you can assign your fairies fairy skills. Fairies can learn different fairy skills depending on which of the 5 different fairy personality traits they have. You can check the personality traits and the current values on the radar chart. Any personality traits the companion fairy doesn't have will be displayed in red. You can change one of the fairy's personality traits each time you refresh her. So basically, we've got Hard Worker, which replenishes hearts when health reaches 0. Basically a second chance. And they got some really good ones, like creates a shockwave that momentarily stops enemy movements, makes you invincible but decreases your attack damage. This one that just replenishes your health in general. Creates a shockwave that makes enemies get blown away when running. Replenishes special attack gauge. Creates a shockwave that makes enemies trip when evading. Replenishes health, special attack, and magic gauge while inside an allied keeps. I think that's a passive skill. Some of them are activated and some of them are passive, I believe. Makes hearts restore your special attack gauge as well. Makes hearts restore your magic gauge as well. Health replenishes according to the fairy's trust. Special attack gauge replenishes and magic gauge replenishes. So these are the most powerful skills. Creates a shockwave. Magic gauge is always full. That is ridiculously good. that just allows you to spam the fairy's nuke attack as well as stay in your like thingy mode indefinitely. Replenishes special attack gauge and prevents it from emptying. Very good. Increases weapon drop rate, increases material drop rate, and increases food drop rate. So if you really need a bunch of items, that's definitely worth looking towards this. Increases rupees gained from defeating enemies, increases experience gained from defeating enemies. A barrier appears that protects warriors from all damage. I think there is, yeah, I think some of these are passives and some of them are activated ones. Special attack gauge, increases attack damage, but reduces your health to 1 hit. Creates a shockwave that knocks out surrounding enemies, increases weapon drop rate, yeah. Attack damage increases when inside keeps, which is quite good for taking them. So yeah, you get some really good ones, and of course you can have up to 4 slots. It's really helpful. Refreshing a fairy means that once it gets to a specific level, you can refresh it, you can reset its level, and choose a brand new personality trait, and it will actually retain some of the personality traits, and I think it retains all the trust as well. That you've built up with it, which means that it actually does a lot more, which means that you could just keep refreshing it until you unlock 1 billion skills for it. It's actually pretty cool. We've got challenge mode, which is the battle challenge and the boss challenge and Ganon's Fury. We'll check those out later. Free mode is just doing the normal stages without the cutscenes, basically. But anyway, we've dawdled enough. Let's go to the Elden Caves. Special attack 3+. That's good. So let's go with Morrow. Sorry for the long-winded explanation.
After an arduous battle, Link and his comrades slew King Dodongo, but the beast was only ever intended as a distraction. The army of monsters had taken Hyrule Castle. Worse, after the dust had settled, Princess Zelda was nowhere to be found. Impa and Link searched the battlefield for any sign of her, but to no avail. Although the battle had been lost, Impa foresaw Link's importance to the coming war. She bestowed upon him a green tunic, the sign of the legendary hero. Link did not believe himself worthy of the honor, but he was determined to help Impa and her remaining soldiers locate Zelda. Weeks passed. Impa heard a rumor that a handful of soldiers were holding out against the monsters in Faron Woods. The leader of this resistance was supposedly a young woman. Impa dared to hope that this unknown woman was Zelda. Link and Impa decided to make their way to the forest by way of the Elden Caves, a path with its own dangers.
Here we are! Let us begin. So I know we got young Link in the previous battle we did. I'm just going to say it right now, up front, he is the most broken character in the game. I think I mentioned this during... Oh, I forgot the name of it. I mentioned it during Fire Emblem Warriors that Tiki was sort of was a slightly weaker version of young Link. I wasn't kidding. Things are over there, but we'll have to go all the way around here. Like, went ahead without us. Impact, we have to catch them. Like, man, monsters have shown up. We're gonna get wiped out. Outpost, continue to spawn soldiers inside the control zone. Defeating the outpost captain captures that outpost for the force. However, capturing the outpost defeated the enemy force will claim the outpost instead. Oh yeah, we can just jump down. Certain areas, yeah, you can just jump down there. It's nice. We're gonna have to go this way. Oh. Capture the monster riddled keep. But yeah, as I was saying, young Link is broken, and like, you know how good Tiki was when I played Fire Emblem Warriors, and jeez, young Link is just stronger than her in every way, basically. Like, I have basically seen people using young Link's like level 1 weapon going up against like some of the hero level like the hero staged whatchamacallits, and that is insane. Oh, that attack's always a pain with the pose, because you have to kind of bump into them. Sometimes you just bump into those fireballs, and it's such a pain in the bum. Alright, we're here to help. Now we're stopping our progress. We need to find a way past it. Getting you into these caves is simple. Now they have become your tomb. Well, rocks are no match for a good bomb chew. So here we have an allied bomb chew that we're having to deal with. Now why don't we let the bomb chew do the hard work? Let's go the bomb chew to the spire. I'm going over a bombchu! You can command playable warriors to march to giving destinations, even when you aren't directly controlling them. Open the screen, choose a command, choose the warrior, confirm the destination, and set them on their way. Here we go. And there's the other one. And you see sometimes enemies spawn in. Does get a little irritating sometimes. Seriously? Why is the bombchu not moving already? There we go! I guess I just need to beat the big stealth boss. Yep, there it is, underneath that rock. Usually if there's a rock with nothing in it, that's usually where the skull chiller will spawn. There we go. Bombchu's nearly there. Very big bombchu, yes. So once we get to this map, we get a cutscene. The princess isn't dead. You'll reunite with her at some point during your journey, but not quite yet. You can call me Sheik. It's a name that comes from the Sheikah tribe. They were servants of the Hylian royal family. The Sheikah tribe? That's impossible. We can talk more once we get out of this cave. For now, let me join you. Head for the exit. Like I've been trying to do all this whole time. The mine's interior. forward! Cut them down! Oh, there we go. There's all the dark forces, huh? Do. Alright, let's see what this gets us. You got a sealed weapon. It might be a completely new weapon, but you have to check it out later. And that weapon looks pretty deadly. Oh, the south gate didn't open. At least we captured the keep. Summoners are capable of spawning units. They'll continue spawning until they're defeated. As long as we have a summoner, we'll have all the monsters we want. There's nowhere to run! Enemies are coming from out of the tunnels. Maybe there's some sort of spirit in there. Find the spirit of the caves. This spirit might open the tunnel exit. Why don't you look deeper in the tunnels? Brought assault troops and places on the battlefield. Assault troops are enemies that retreat after assaulting a target and inflicting damage. Defeat them before they reach their destination. Too slow! Chase them down and commence the pincer attack! There are times when multiple missions will trigger at the same time. You can see where they are by checking the mission list. Side missions are only occasionally triggered. Failing a side mission won't have major effects on the battle, so feel free to try them out if you're feeling particularly adventurous. Assault troops are right here. One assault troop down. Time to play as Sheik. Sheik is a very acrobatic character and very, very quick. From what I remember. Has been a little bit, I will admit. Oh shoot. Come on. Link, get down there and help. She is an electric character. Enemies that are electrified from electric attacks take more damage while they're in the air. Well, that's Link. Okay, Link, you come up here. Impa, you go down there and help. Actually, I might as well do this now. Oh shoot, okay, get into Tunnel Square. So we got that one, and now I need to go deal with that summoner, because I'll just keep summoning troops. Which is not what we want, can be honest. Yeah, pressing the Y button for a strong attack actually does do some pretty cool things, I'll admit. There's another summoner, okay. Boom! Defeated the spirit of the caves. Oh, we got a silver item there. Silver material. Lovely jewels. Oh, my eyes. I'm blinking. There we go. Got a piece of heart. Yeah, ninja person, we'll be out in no time. Just come with us. On my way. Right, more stones in our way. Ready for some Goron assistance? Hitting stones, one bomb's power won't be enough. Hey look, we just made this. I can play magic gauge to deplete the gauge to trigger the powerful fairy magic. Using fairy magic will release an explosive attack that corresponds to the companion fairy's elemental type. As the companion fairy grows, her fairy magic attacks cause additional effects. Bombo slows the defense of any troops within range. Ether raises defense for allied troops within attack range. Quick lowers speed for enemy troops within attack range. Shine restores health for allied troops in attack range, and Shade inflicts damage on any troops in attack range. As companion fairies level up, they will earn the additional effects corresponding to the gained attributes. Doubling up on the same effect will give twice the power. We can't really do much because we don't exactly have the food. Alright, do we? Yeah, if you're good, you can... as you can tell, I've done this a few times, so I know what I'm doing. Going to 2-bomb choose, straight to the stone. If any playable warriors flee, you will lose the battle. You can check which warriors are playable in the top left corner of the screen. Even if it's not written explicitly in a scenario's lose conditions, remember that a playable warrior fleeing will always occur in a loss. This doesn't count for scripted fleeing, I should say. Oh, and here he comes. Wizro, the Twisted Wizard. This game's representation of a Wizro. Keep the monsters at bay! Enjoy! Explosion! He's down. Wizro is always a pain to fight because he does that spinning attack a lot. That spinning attack is basically pretty much the only way you really get to do his weak point gauge. There's another attack, but he doesn't use it as much. But, yeah. Need to go over here. Give me my item. Wahahaha. Maximum hearts increased by 1. Beautiful. Hurry up, Link! The exit is here! Oh, right, there's a keep here. Look at all those rupees. You made it through the caves! Hey. Great, now I can head to the Faron Woods and find this woman we've been hearing about. Nice. I hope she's Princess Zelda. Link, Impa, well done. If we combine our efforts, Hyrule may yet be saved. May yet survive. Doodly-doo, We've obtained the Fire Rod, a magical rod that summons fire. It attacks over a wide area, so it's perfect for bringing heat on large groups of enemies. It is a Link weapon. I might as well just take them all, because we've got pretty much everyone's. You earned the Mr. Fairy Medal! Defeated 50 foes at once with the fairy magic. Give us that Hornet Lava. No attack badges for you. Now the Link probably has got something. Ah, yes! So he's got a new weapon. He had the wooden sword for his fire rod combo. Chica's only level 2. So let's play with the magic rod. And of course we have Morrow with us too.
Link and his allies were saved from the dangers of the Elden Caves by a mysterious youth named Sheik. Joined by their new ally, Impa's troops exited the caves and emerged in Faron Woods. There, they found a hidden village overrun with monsters. While Link and Impa wanted to continue their search for Zelda, they could not ignore the plight of the villagers. Without hesitation, they sprang into battle.
Everyone's all grouped up in one spot. You! Are you the one leading these warriors? Yes, I am. You can use magic. Where did you learn your craft? Well, I'm a sorceress. You know the one who started this war, Sia? We come from the same magical clan. Well, that explains it. And what does this Sia want from Hyrule? What? You really want to know? Well, how we defend the forest? If you do, I might tell you. Like, seriously? We were doing that anyway. Scatter the Hyrulean pests! Exterminate them all! In that case, we better lend a hand. Sorry, it's hard to read both of them at the same time, isn't it? Defeat the Deku Babas. Read. My attacks have no effect. Need a new strategy. Hey, don't you usually have a bow? Did you forget to bring one this time? I regretted there's a bow located somewhere south of the village. Darn. So yeah, the fire rod is mostly a pretty good crowd control weapon. There. Oh, fudge. I haven't found the bow yet. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I know, I'm getting it. Oh. Well, the bow's probably in a big tree, which is literally here. We literally found it just as they were explaining where it was. We got the bow and arrows! You can kill the Dekabars with a bow and arrows. Aim well and pierce their stalks. Take care of the others. Another one down, and another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. So the fun thing with the bow is that it actually stuns enemies. Okay, so that's, I think that's where the thingy spawns, so... I'll hold lot off the enemies while you fall back. You dimlets! I won't let you run away so easily! Gyptos. I don't really... See, they don't really, Oh, there we go. And you can see, it also ends up keeping their, Link, do you mind heading up there and dealing with the Gyptos? You can deal with these ones. Oh, it was Sheik who was doing this, okay. So yeah, Sheik has actually got the ability to use a lot of different, It's the Goddess Heart minigame from Thingy, which is funny. If I do that... So that's how that works, is that you just cast, you're basically just casting big spells. Water is a veiled barrier that protects us from, well, damage actually. Protects us from a certain amount of damage, which is quite neat. Oh yeah, by stunning them with that attack, they attack wildly and damage all enemies in their in radius of them. That's really helpful. So we took care of the sun enemies. Let's finish off the rest of them. Hello there, Reggie. How are you doing all right today? Everybody told a Link to the Past. I haven't played the GBA version, no. I actually haven't even played the original version, I'm gonna be honest. That is something I do need to rectify in the future. I've not played a Final Fantasy game in general. I'll admit my scope of video game playing is a little bit narrower. I think most people would have preferred. Oh, we've got something in here. Probably a weapon. No, we've got the Ocarina. You can now walk to activated owl statues. Hey, that should give us time to catch our breath, right? Use the Ocarina to walk to activate owl statues. To activate an owl statue, approach the statue and press the button on the screen. This was another feature that was added into the Legends. Travel back to the statue whenever we want. Enjoy your little success, weasels. My plan will burn your spirits to ashes. Oh no! Mizuru set the Deku Tree on fire. Fire has been started. Deku Tree's on fire. We have to quench the flames somehow. There's no way you'll be able to put out that fire. I'll see you burn to a crisp. Another Deku Tree burning. What are we gonna do? Wait a minute. I can feel the presence of a great fairy. Maybe she can help us. Yes, this is beautiful. Exterminate them! Chic. Boom! Bada boom! As you'd expect. I like how sometimes they just stand around and do nothing. Just let you wail on them. Cheek, you need to go down here. Go to the keep. These mounds are wiggling more than I expected them to. Your strength. Don't leave us to this fire. Fairy fountain is open. Hello, Cuckoo! Do not attack the cuckoo. Gather as many clouds as possible and let it rain. Let the rain soothe the land. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Improve their morale. Lovely jobbles. Now, who let the Great Fairy? The plan was perfect. So that's where that one was, huh? Over it. Summon the dragon! Boom! Excellent work. Oh dear. We got a thing! Piece of heart. Second you get here, leaves. Runs away. Oh, what a... And it kill them. So naughty, I love it. No, the wizard got away. Too fast. Guess who? Arthropod Cyclops monster, Goma. Keep saboteurs are enemy units that can quickly capture keeps. See troops march towards a keep, you need to act fast to beat them right away. Attack the weakness of his eye! Oh, and he's leaving. Come on, use your eye laser. Yep, use your eye laser. It's not an eye laser. Use your eye laser. Use your freaking eye laser! Come on, use your freaking eye laser already. No. You can go away. Oh dear, dear. Sheik. Target Goma. Empire. Target Goma. And... die. Mission successful. Amazing, we took down that huge thing. Great job, everyone. That's a solid win for us. I had hoped Zelda would be here. Apparently, that hope was in vain. Could she be? Is she safe? May the goddess protect her.
For generations, Hyruleans have told the tale of the war across the ages. This is how it begins. Deep in the forests, far from mortal eyes, a great sorceress watched over the balance of the Triforce. Through her magic, she could see across ages, able to read the fates of all who lived, but never interfering. That is, until a unique soul caught her attention. The soul of the hero of legend, eternally reborn when Hyrule's need is greatest. Through her powers, the sorceress should have seen that the hero was bound to another. Instead, she saw only a soul that was unlike any she had known. And while the sorceress was preoccupied, a fragment of darkness, locked in its prison, saw an opportunity. The whispering darkness wormed its way into her heart. It pushed the light away and warped her curiosity into a desperate desire to possess the legendary hero's soul. Of course, this evil had its own desires. To use the Triforce to resurrect itself and conquer Hyrule once again. Having pushed the light from her heart, the darkness compelled her to open the Gate of Souls, the doorway of time itself. Monsters from across the ages pour through the gate, bringing ruin to the land of Hyrule once more.
So now we have an idea of what we're up against. A Link fangirl who got corrupted into being a yandere. Butterfly parasol, fierce deity mask. Lots of Gypto stuff. With 3 illustration pieces, Bars leveled up. Potions become more effective and more mixtures are available in the apothecary. 100 years ahead. In one battle, defeat 100 or more enemies with special attacks. The smithy kanat is now open for business. You can use it to combine weapon skills by fusing weapons. Press R now to go to the bazaar. Customize weapons by fusing new skills or removing existing skills. So this is a blank weapon. Let's fuse this slots onto this and bada bing! I know, we got pretty far, haven't we? So we can also remove a skill if we wish to. So if we don't want this food plus, for instance, we could remove it for a feat. And appraising skills, I don't think we have any skills that need appraising. And of course we can sell weapons that we don't really want. Like for instance, we can sell this and get some money for it. If we mark, we can sell multiple at once. Oh. I'll actually sell multiple. Whoops. Oh, this one has a skill that we can appraise. So as you can see, this has a special. This one has a skill that. This one has a specific skill. I go with praise for 50,000 rupees. We can see what skill will wake after 5,000 enemies are defeated with this specific weapon. I won't be doing that. Water increases the duration of continuous damage effects, which is pretty darn good. I'll probably just show it off as soon as when I get the opportunity, but yeah. And if we head to the apothecary, we get weapon drop 2, weapon star 2, and weapon slot. As we can now see, we have the Faron Woods, but with a completely different character. Let's begin Linkle's quest. Hey, Linkle! Have you heard? Our castle's beset by monsters. What? Really? Princess Zelda herself is fighting, but it's not doing much good. Those monsters make it here. Hey, what's with the get-up? Isn't it obvious? I'm joining the battle and stopping those monsters. My grandmother always told me that, secretly, I was the legendary hero. But everyone's grandmother says that. Look! See this compass? My grandma gave this to me. It's a magic compass. Proof! Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a castle to protect. And she completely missed the sign.
There once was a girl who lived in a small village. She led a simple life, tending to her flock of cuckoos. Her name was Linkle. For as long as she could remember, Linkle had believed in her heart that she was the hero reborn. One day, terrible news arrived at her village. Monsters had laid siege to Hyrule Castle. Linkle caught word of the monsters' attack and immediately began preparations. She dressed the part in her green tunic. Equipped with her trusty crossbows and the ancient compass her grandmother had bestowed on her, Linkle set out from the village. This treasured compass and a crude map were all she had to guide her way to Hyrule Castle. In no time at all, she found herself lost in a malevolent forest. An imp in a curious mask appeared out of nowhere and stole Linkle's precious compass. That compass, she knew, was proof of her destiny. She had to get it back. And thus began Linkle's first true trial.
And the current status is defeat Skull Kid. I don't know why Skull Kid is randomly here, but alright. Hero Crossbow Training Reborn. Not a mistake, they also wore green after all. And as you can see, Linkle has a whole host of cuckoos with her. Her army is cuckoos. So this is an example of the... So Linkle's quest was an additional story added in Hyrule Warriors Legends. Again. Come on now, do you really think you can beat me as I am now? She is actually an original character designed to basically look like a female version of Link. And well, obviously her first thing is that she wields dual crossbows. Which is honestly pretty darn unique, I'd say. Health thing. Good to know. She's fire elemented and she rider kicks people. Kid from earlier is already here? He's fast. I don't think I can catch him. The monsters will work for me. Why don't you play with them for a while? Hehe. Getting to the Allied base. And to show you what a strong attack does, hold down the attack button and you just start strafing. Gatekeeper appeared. Coco check. Must help the cuckoo chick. Oh, the cuckoo chick's a bit preoccupied. Where are you going? Oh, he's trying to go over this way, okay. Oh, I have to lead it, don't I? It won't advance past me if I'm standing around. She is every Hyrulean's worst nightmare. Oh, right, I forgot, yeah, if you actually, I forgot that this attack specifically, if you hit an enemy... I don't know how many... This is I can handle. Gotta go fast. Oh, I need to go to North Square immediately. Okay. Whee! Teleport me there, friendo. Grow into a gold cuckoo! So now that it's a gold cuckoo, it's going to start absolutely decimating things. Because the gold cuckoos are the strongest ones. And that is something we haven't seen yet on there. So we can't do much about that. Boom, 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 boom. And we get a treasure chest. So yeah, Link is actually one of the original characters. She was designed, obviously, to, you know, essentially just be a female counterpart to Link. If you see her original design, she actually had a lot more in common with Link. But I actually really like the design they went with in this version. This actual design with her having like a bit more of a contemporary hoodie look is really good, I think. And they decided to make her a bit of a sharpshooter type character, which is, I think, also really cool. I remember specifically that, I think the Zelda team said they actually... Oh, God, I keep forgetting I didn't have that ready. Nope, not in that cape. Another cuckoo chick. Aw, you, big monster slayer. I don't think you're so tough. Not in that cape. That family was taking so long. Do you want more monsters? Is that it? Okay, there's the cooker chick. Oh, for fudge's sake. This is a case of I don't remember where this thing is, so. Oh, it's right here. And, yeah. I believe, if I remember, I believe there was an interview and they said that Nintendo actually liked Linkle's design a lot. And that they thought they might, and that they thought, hey, we might actually end up using this character design again in the future. No idea when that would happen, if they ever did, but... And they're all shiny now. Boom, boom, boom! Cuckoo to heal. Got a bird. Bird to heal. Oh, it's Skull Kid! Hello. Skull Kid is teleported to the fairy fountain. Ah, you're gonna keep running away forever? Hurry up and give me back my compass! Yeah, catch you if you can, even though I bet you can't. Well, there's the other item I was thinking of. There's a heart container for the stage. Defeat the Skull Kid. How many monsters are in this keep? Actually, they decided to play with you. Now we have some super birds. Gold cuckoo away! Oh. Ha! Blood again. Exactly where you are. Probably. Rescue the cuckoo! And this is her big bomb explosion. I found that fun. Well, I don't even need to do that. I can literally just run up there from here. It'll probably be quicker, too. Oh. Hey, come as it's shining. What's going on? Yeah, what is this? Yeah, it's so bright. Boom, boom, boom! Got him. Defeat the Skull Kid. I like how we didn't even trigger one of the things. I'm so sorry, I'm causing more trouble. Honest, please forgive me. Really? Well, okay then. You're forgiven. Ha! Good. And next time I'll do a better job of stealing it. Hey now, don't even joke. No more stealing my compass. I got my compass back. Now, on to Hyrule Castle, Linkle. Linkle, ho! But yeah, as I did mention, I think they said they thought they really liked the character design, and they were hoping to use it again. And they wanted, I think they said they wanted to use it for something again in the future. I believe part of the original concept of Linkle was that she was actually a Link's little sister, but apparently Nintendo said no because they didn't want that to conflict with Ariel from Wind Waker. Yes, her victory animation is her trying to find her way, using a map, getting lost again.
Vowing to restore peace to Hyrule. In her hand, she clutched her grandmother's precious compass. But before long, a mischievous imp had stolen the treasured possession. Linkle chased down the imp and tried to retrieve the compass. And then something strange happened. As if in response to her struggle, the compass began emitting a mysterious light. It seemed to be reacting to her. Linkle recovered it, hung it from her neck, and vowed never to lose it again. The compass's light was quite a mystery to her. She didn't know what secret power it might hold. Whatever the case, it had to be a sign of her status as the legendary hero. If she could harness this power, perhaps she would fully realize her destiny and save Hyrule. Her faith renewed, Linkle continued her quest.
Honestly, a post-Breath of the Wild Zelda game could probably use Linkle. Maybe the original concept of what Breath of the Wild was supposed to be. You don't know. Like, since we know the Zelda timeline is continuing to more modern, sort of modern stuff in a way. Yeah. I get that. Ooh, EXP plus, that's not bad. In challenge mode, battle results will be separately recorded for each battle, and each warrior has a battle score. Battle score will only be updated once you beat your total best rupee total. Your previous best rupee total. Aim for the highest score possible. How's that for a challenge? Boss challenge. By clearing challenges and battles and challenge modes, you're going to unlock additional battle type challenges for that mode. In that mode, aim for A rank battles gives you harder fights to challenge yourself with. By clearing battles in challenge mode, you're going to unlock additional battle types in that mode. Yeah. And I will show... nah, I won't bother. I might as well immediately give Lana her Kokiri sword. Because I will be showing you off later, I might as well do this for you as well. Oh right, I do also need to do your stuff in the bazaar too, don't I? It's Monster Tooth! But yeah, I think that'll actually do us for today. Off stream, I'll probably go into a couple of adventure modes and try and go into the adventure mode and try to get some of the food that's scattered around here, and maybe some of the extra fairy clothing, so I can show some more of that off. I will try to avoid doing getting like the A ranks and weapons, because I would prefer to show off the weapons for everyone. That one gives me a gold material. Alright. But otherwise, I will... I'll probably just do a bunch of these off screen as well, and then I can show you how to get the A ranks on them later. Except maybe this one. This one's probably fine. Actually, I got 5 minutes. What was this one? Fight through the Forgetful Foe quiz. Oh, okay, yeah, I can totally do this one on stream. These ones aren't too hard. This battle type is basically exactly what it says. Actually, let's go with you. Your command... Yeah, I'll do this one, actually, before I actually end off. That seems fair. So this is a quiz type battle. Current status is complete the mission. There isn't a lose status other than dying. The quiz consists of 3 questions. Defeat the correct enemy. Advance to the target keep. Question 1. Defeat the wielder of the wooden shield. You defeated the correct enemy. So yeah, basically we have to essentially beat the correct enemy in order to not fail. And it's going to be questions like that, as like, this character, like, enemy with the wooden shield, the odd enemy out, that sort of thing. Question 2. Beat the lantern wielder. We defeated the correct enemy again. And now I just need to advance to the last key. Overall, these ones are actually pretty simple. I think if you defeat the wrong enemy, you just fail out. You just outright fail because you failed the mission. Cool, question 3. Defeat the helmet. So I have to basically look to see which one has a helmet. Ow. So this is actually a stronger type. And we defeated the correct enemy again. Defeat the helmet wielder. Wearer. Successful. The quiz is complete. You answered all questions correctly. Wunderbar. Finally, we can breathe easy, at least for now. Da, da, da. Shield Moblin helmet and some Moblin guts. Because I didn't beat it with Daruni, or I didn't get the A rank weapon. Fair enough. That's actually a question. Actually, I won't do that because it's probably a good idea to show where the costumes are if people are actually want to end up watching this. So I'll still quit though. Oh yeah, we can go into the item card shop so we can purchase any item cards we actually have already found, which is pretty nice. Actually, yeah, I will just do that. I'll just blitz through it and not bother getting the treasures, I guess. Probably a good idea. Unless it's specifically a food item, at which point, yeah, I can still show off the food item because it'll still because it's usually, it might end up being there. I don't know. Not 100% sure. But still, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next stream, where we'll be continuing the story mode, as well as hopefully being able to actually unlock food for our fairy. Because, good lord, we're gonna need it. Yeah, I will. I'll just go around and I can show you off the actual locations of everything. It's fine. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. Chatty bye!